Edu Gaspar is preparing a January bid for a La Liga star with a Real Madrid release clause, while Arteta monitors updates on Zinchenko. Meanwhile, David Ornstein reveals why the contract extension for a key Arsenal player is only short-term. Hey guys! Welcome back to the Arsenal News channel. As we're here to bring you the latest updates to keep you informed on all things Gunners. Charles Watts has given a new update on Bukayo Saka's condition after his substitution in Sunday's win over Tottenham. The England international delivered a strong performance on the right wing, helping Arsenal secure a vital win to maintain their early title hopes. However, there was growing concern among Arsenal fans when the academy graduate was substituted. Fans feared the worst, but thankfully it has now been confirmed that concerns over Saka's injury were simply related to cramp. A fresh update on his condition has emerged ahead of Thursday's crucial Champions League clash against Atalanta. Medical expert Rog Bra echoed an earlier report from the Evening Standard, which claimed Saka was simply dealing with cramp towards the end of the derby. There was good news on his fitness, with Charles Watts also confirming that Saka should be available for the midweek trip to Bergamo. Saka has started every game for Arsenal so far this season and has been in excellent form, with 1 goal and 4 assists already in the Premier League. With Martinelli's inconsistent form and Odegaard sidelined, Saka's influence is set to be even more important in the coming weeks. Arsenal are heading into what is likely to be the toughest stretch of their season, with 3 away games in a week against strong opposition. In addition to these challenging games, Arsenal host PSG and, before the end of October, will face Liverpool, Newcastle, Inter Milan and Chelsea in the space of 2 weeks. Saka's fitness will be critical to Arsenal's chances of success. As Saka's importance to the Gunners grows, his performances will become increasingly crucial with each passing season. Another team grappling with injury issues is Real Madrid, who are currently facing a defensive crisis. Long-term injuries to David Alaba and Joan Martinez have left Carlo Ancelotti with only Eder Militao and Antonio Rudiger as available centre-backs. In response, the club is preparing to enter the transfer market, with William Saliba emerging as a key target. Reports from Defensa Central highlight Real Madrid's strong interest in the French defender, who is highly regarded in Spain. The Spanish giants are also considering Tottenham's Christian Romero, as well as Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold and Manchester City's Rodri. Notably, Saliba himself seems open to the idea of joining Real Madrid. Despite his contract with Arsenal extending to 2027, Saliba has expressed admiration for the Spanish club and left the door open for a potential move to the Santiago Bernabeu. This potential transfer aligns with Real Madrid's strategy of seeking world-class talent, akin to their Galactico policy. The club's recent signings of Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappé reflect their ambition to excel both domestically and in Europe. According to Miguel Delaney, head of football at The Independent, Real Madrid is expected to be financially strong next summer, ready to pursue more high-profile signings. Their recent success, including 2 Champions League titles, has bolstered their economic position. Additionally, the Santiago Bernabeu refurbishment and participation in the Club World Cup next year could further enhance their transfer budget. Given Saliba's crucial role for Arsenal alongside Gabriel Magalhaes, he may be difficult to sign. If the deal falls through, Real Madrid might turn their attention to Tottenham's Christian Romero, who is also a standout performer and could be interested in a move to Spain. In other news, David Ornstein has shed light on why Mikel Arteta has only signed a short-term contract extension with Arsenal. Just before the North London derby, the Gunners announced a new 3-year deal for Arteta, keeping him at the Emirates until 2027. Arteta has transformed Arsenal from a team aiming for Champions League qualification to one of Manchester City's top title challengers. His tactical prowess was on full display last weekend as he adapted to the absences of Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice against Tottenham. However, the challenge is set to intensify as Arsenal face a demanding schedule with the Champions League and Cup competitions. Rotation of the squad will be crucial to maintaining performance levels throughout the season. Some Arsenal fans have questioned the length of Arteta's new contract, and David Ornstein has addressed those concerns. Ornstein explained why the extension is relatively short-term. Some people have asked why it's not longer. It's a bit of a stretch and they'll need to renegotiate in a few years. but it seems like both parties are happy with this deal. Ornstein also touched on the speculation linking Arteta to Manchester City and Barcelona. There have been reports that Barcelona have shown interest in Arteta recently. Also, Manchester City could consider him if Pep Guardiola decides to leave. We'll have to wait and see. Considering Guardiola's uncertain future at City and Arteta's previous ties with Manchester, it's significant that Arteta has committed his future to Arsenal. Regarding Manchester City, Arsenal fans are expressing their frustration with the referee appointed for the crucial Premier League clash. Scheduled for Sunday the 22nd of September, this match will be officiated by Michael Oliver, a choice that has caused significant discontent among Gunners supporters. While Michael Oliver is regarded as one of the top referees in the country, his previous decisions involving Arsenal and Manchester City have sparked anger. Last season, Oliver's controversial decision not to issue a second yellow card to Manchester City's Mateo Kovacic at the Emirates Stadium was a major point of contention. PMOL chief Howard Webb explained at the time that Oliver aimed to avoid negatively impacting the game. Fans have also highlighted that Oliver once issued 2 yellow cards to Gabriel Martinelli in the same incident, resulting in his dismissal, which caused considerable controversy. Oliver has been perceived as unfair towards Arsenal over the years, particularly in matches against Liverpool and Manchester United. Adding to the discontent, Oliver has been criticised for accepting high fees to referee matches in the United Arab Emirates, where Manchester City's owners are based, raising concerns about potential bias. Following their victory over Tottenham, Arsenal have the chance to overtake Manchester City in the table with a win against them. Moreover, depending on the result of the Newcastle United vs Fulham match, Arsenal could potentially top the league. Arsenal are eyeing a potential January move for Girona's Miguel Gutierrez as Mikel Arteta looks to strengthen the left-back position. According to journalist Matteo Moretto, Arsenal are considering a bid for Gutierrez this winter. However, they will face stiff competition from top European clubs such as Bologna, Bayern Munich, and Bayer Leverkusen. Bologna had previously made an offer, but Gutierrez was not fully convinced by the move. Real Madrid also have an €8 million buyback option or a 50% sell-on clause for the 23-year-old. Gutierrez, a product of Madrid's academy, left in 2022 in search of more playing time. Although Real Madrid have a buyback option for Gutierrez, they are unlikely to exercise it, particularly given the presence of Ferland Mendy and Fran Garcia. Furthermore, with Alphonso Davies potentially joining the club next season, the need to bring Gutierrez back diminishes. Arsenal are reportedly preparing to make a bid for Gutierrez, with Girona valuing him at around £34 million, a fair price considering his standout performances last season.